I've built this advanced AI receptionist that is available 24/7 to take calls, book appointments, and transfer calls when needed to. It can handle high volume of inbound customer calls, and here's a demo. Yeah, I'd like to book an appointment for tomorrow.
All right, first things first, is this an emergency situation?
Nah, it's just a regular cleaning, honestly.
First, could you tell me your first and last name?
My name is John Smith.
Awesome, John. Could I grab your email address next?
My email is john@gmail.com.
Got it, John. Now, could you please provide your date of birth?
My date of birth is 27th February 1986.
Perfect, thanks. Now, what's your insurance provider?
That's Geminia Insurance.
Cool, Geminia Insurance. Got it. And just to confirm, you're booking this appointment for a regular cleaning, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What time tomorrow were you thinking?
Can we do tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
Good news, John. 10 a.m. time slot tomorrow is available. Your appointment for tomorrow at 10 a.m. has been successfully booked. If you've got any other questions or needed help, just let me know. Have a fantastic day.
Thanks so much.
You bet, John. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And here, if I go to my Google Calendar, you can see tomorrow at 10 a.m., which is 25th of July. The meeting has been booked in. And if I go to my spreadsheet over here, you can see the details have been filled, their name, email, the date of birth, the insurance they're going with, the dental issue, which was regular cleaning, the time they want to book, of course, which is 10 a.m. This is in UTC time zone, that's why you're seeing it's 3 hours behind, but it's working properly. Quite a powerful system, ensuring 24/7 availability, ensuring you don't miss any business opportunities. If you're curious on how you can build one, let's jump into it. So we're building the voicebot over on Vapi and make.com. So if you don't have an account on Vapi, go ahead and search vapi.ai as you see over here. Create an account and log in, then you'll come and click on create assistant over here. But before we get started, go to the link in the description and access all the resources I'm using in this video completely for free. That includes the system prompt as well as the 2 make.com templates we're going to be using within this video. So once you do that, just come give your voicebot a name, something like AI dental receptionist or something. We're starting from a blank template, then you'll click on create assistant. Since I have one, I'll just click close. Then what you want to do is scroll down till you see system prompt, then paste in the prompt that I've provided to you. We're using GPT-4o for the AI model, and the first message is hello. So we'll go through the system prompt. Your name is Emily, a digital AI receptionist for Ultimate Dental Clinic. Your role is to assist callers by answering their questions and helping them book appointments. You're friendly and helpful virtual assistant dedicated to providing the best support possible. And in the tasks, you help patients book appointments based on their needs and available time slots. In case of emergencies, you identify urgent situations and quickly transfer the call to the appropriate staff member. And I'll show you how we implement the functionality to transfer the call. You also answer frequently asked questions about the clinic services, hours, insurance, and other general inquiries. So some specifics on how it's going to accomplish those tasks. The first task is booking appointments. Okay, and notice we are using what we call markdown formatting. Whenever you see these hashtags, it's called markdown formatting. It helps segment our prompt better for the AI to better understand that this section is explaining in regard to the role, this section is explaining in regard to the task, this section is explaining in regard to the specifics of the tasks. It's kind of like when you're in Google Word, this is like the header and this is the subheader. Okay, just titles for each section. So to book appointments, go through the following steps one after the other. It's very critical, I'm telling it, one after the other, because you might give it all these instructions and it decides to ask the user, Mr. User, kindly provide your first and last name, your email address, your date of birth, your insurance provider. Like, we need to be asking it one at a time. So the first task is, first ask the user if it's an emergency. If it is, please go down the emergency requests path and we'll explain that. We'll provide those details here. Over here, we'll just add, if it's not an emergency, obtain the user's first and last name, then their email address, then obtain their date of birth, then get their insurance provider name, then obtain their reason for visiting the dental clinic. Once the above have been collected, please ask the user when they would like to book their appointment. They must provide the exact date and time. So they might say something like tomorrow at 10 a.m. or next week Monday at 11 a.m. Point is, the date has to be mentioned and the time. Okay, of course, not explicitly saying something like book me in for 27th February. They can just say it like the way they'd talk to a human being. Once you have the date and time, check if that time slot is available using the check calendar availability tool and I'll show you how we integrate that functionality. Point is, when the user has said they want to book for tomorrow at 10 a.m., we need to check whether 10 a.m. is available. And for that, we're using cal.com to handle all our calendar functionality. Yes, our cal.com is directly integrated to my Google Calendar, so that's well synced up. If the time is available to book, proceed to book them in using the book appointment tool. If the time is not available, suggest to them the alternative time slots you have gotten back from checking calendar availability. Okay. Then we'll go to if it's an emergency. If the user has stated they require immediate attention or have an emergency, please follow the following steps. And it's just one step, which is once the user confirms that it is an emergency, please transfer the call. Okay, and I'll show you how we integrate that. So now we provided the knowledge base. Okay, so there are two ways you can provide your knowledge base to your AI voice bot. One is you upload the file over here, under select files, you add the new file, or you add the knowledge base within the system prompt. So the best way is, if it's not so much information, just insert it within the system prompt. It's going to help the AI better retrieve the information more accurately, more faster. But if the knowledge base is huge, like spanning pages or so many lines of text, then you don't want to feed it within the system prompt. You're going to slow down the AI itself, because the system prompt is so huge and it has to send this huge system prompt, which increases the latency, and like it's actually going to boost up your AI usage costs, which you don't want. Okay, so here I give it some knowledge base information, which honestly this we've come up with using ChatGPT. So you can just feed in some information over here. Of course, you have the system prompt, so you see what we have been able to provide. Here in examples, we're not really providing it example. An example is like a back and forth conversation between the AI and the user, just to give the AI a picture of how a typical conversation should go. Then here in the notes, we give it two notes. First one is ensure to not proceed with booking the user into an appointment until you have all the information you need to proceed. The second one, which is something I noticed when I was testing it, it would proceed to book without obtaining the user's email. Okay, so when generating responses, better this paragraph, I normally paste it in all the voice bots I built. I call it prompt seasoning, just to make the AI conversation more natural, more human-like. So when generating responses, aim for a casual and conversational tone. Think of how you might talk to a friend in a relaxed setting. Use informal language and common colloquial expressions such as so, yeah, and okay. Avoid formal language and corporate jargon. Instead, focus on making the dialogue flow naturally, using contractions like you're instead of you are, and inserting filler words occasionally to mimic natural speech patterns. Strive to make responses sound warm and approachable, using everyday vocabulary and sentence structures. And that's on the system prompt. Click publish. They will continue. The next what we need to do is create the two tools that we need. In this case, actually three. So there's the check calendar availability, booking appointments, and transferring the call. So for this, you'll just scroll down here. If you don't have any tools, click on create new tool, create tool, custom tool. Then you'll give your tool a name. So in this case, I won't create a tool from scratch. I'll just guide you in regard to what I built here. So I'll go to the check calendar availability. The name of the tool is exactly what I provided within the system prompt. The description is this tool is used to check if a certain time slot is available for appointment booking. Then we only need one piece of information when checking availability. That is the time they want to book. So in this case, click edit on that. You see the configurations. On your side, you'll just come here and click on, okay, let me just click apply on that. On your side, you'll just come here and click on add property. You'll give it a name of booking time. It's a string, and the description is what you're seeing over here. This is when the user wants to book. For example, tomorrow at 2 p.m., today at 1 p.m., next Monday at 5 p.m., 17th of March, 4 p.m. Please don't format this. Keep it how the user said it. It's a required field, then you'll click apply. Perfect. Here I'll just cancel on that new property. Then we need a URL to send this information in order to check calendar availability. In this case, we are working with make.com. So you'll log into your make.com account. If you don't have an account, just search make.com. You can create your account, then log into your dashboard. You'll arrive at something of the sort. Create a new scenario. Then you'll click on these three dots over here. Import blueprint. Choose file. Then you'll import the blueprint that I provided you. Something of the sort. Then we'll get right into it. So the first things first is double click on this first module. Then you'll click add to create a new webhook. Then click on save. Webhook is just this URL that can receive information from VAPI. Think of it like an address. The way you'd send your friend a letter, you need their address. So in this case, we need this address of this make.com scenario. So you'll copy address to clipboard, come back here and paste it in there. Then you'll click on save. Then you need to attach this tool to your assistant. So you'll click on assistants over here. Where are we? Assistants here. Click on tools. Click on this drop down and select that specific tool. Okay, then once you select that, click on publish. Then we'll move on, going back to tools. So I'll show you how to add these other tools, the book appointment tool, the transfer call tool. Then we'll go over to make.com to go through the actual make.com templates and what is happening there. So next tool is the book appointment tool. Give it a name of book appointment. This tool is used to book the user into an appointment or reschedule or cancel the appointment. So that's a feature I didn't mention that is within the voicebot itself. It can help the user even cancel their appointments, reschedule their appointments, etc. Like, you won't get any make.com template that provides you such a comprehensive functionality. It handles within just that one make.com template. It will help you book appointments, cancel appointments, reschedule appointments, everything you need on that. So to book appointments, we need the following parameters. Some are required, some are not required, okay? Based on the action that is happening. So for example, if we are canceling an appointment, we would need the cancellation time, the time they had booked. If we are rescheduling, we need the reschedule from time and the time they want to book into, which is the booking time. So based on what is happening, we will send over the information optionally, okay? So the first information we need is the user's name. So this is the user's first and last name. It's a string. It's required. Click apply. Then the email address. This is the email address of the user provided for the booking. It's a string. Required. Click apply. Cancel time. This is the time of the appointment that the user would like to cancel. It's a string. It's not required. Click apply. Booking time. So this is a string. This is when the user wants to book. For example, tomorrow at 2 p.m., today at 1 p.m., next Monday at 5 p.m., 17th of March at 4 p.m. Please don't format this. Keep it how the user said it. And we're emphasizing this because the AI at the moment doesn't have context to know that when the user says tomorrow at 10 a.m., tomorrow is actually 25th of July. They don't have access to that. That's why we need to have it send the statement as is. So it's required. Click apply. Booking type, which is a required field. This is the type of booking they would like to make. Either a new booking, reschedule, or cancellation. And it's going to extract this as is, the way you provide it over here. This is very critical because we'll use this to determine what action to perform over on make.com. It's a string. It's required. Click apply. The date of birth. Okay. This is the customer's date of birth. It's a string. Required. Click apply. Reason for visit. This is the reason the customer is looking to visit the dental care. For example, the issue they are experiencing with their teeth. It's a string. It's required. Click apply. The insurance provider. This is the customer's insurance provider. It's a string. It's required. Click apply. Then the reschedule from time. This is the time of the appointment that the user would like to reschedule from. For example, tomorrow at 2 p.m., next Monday at 3 p.m., etc. It's not required. Click apply. Then over, we'll need to put in an address so that you can send this information to book the appointment. So in this case, once again, just import the blueprint, kind of like what you did for this other scenario over here. Then you're able to see the entire template over here. So you're able to see there are several paths based on the booking type. So for cancellation, for rescheduling, for creating a new booking, etc. In this video, we will focus on creating a new booking, but just note the scenario can handle canceling and rescheduling, okay? So first of all, you need to come to this very first module, double click on it. Then you want to add a new webhook, click on save. Then you want to copy address to clipboard. Then so you come and paste in over here. Once you paste it over here, click save. Then attach this tool to your assistant. For that, go to assistants tab, click on tools, click on this drop down and select that specific tool. Then click on publish. Then finally, the final tool is transfer call tool. For that, we'll go to the tools tab. You will create a new tool. In this case, it's a transfer call tool. Okay. So here you're able to see the description is that this is the tool name, transfer call tool. This tool is used to transfer the call during an emergency, so you'll add this description. There's no information we need to send over to transfer the call. Here in the destinations, passing the phone number that you want to forward the phone call to. Then here in the transfer plan down here, ensure the transfer mode is warm transfer with a summary, because we want, when it's forwarding the phone call, if there's anything that's been discussed between the AI and the user, that person that's receiving the forwarded phone call has context on what was being discussed. So the AI will go ahead and summarize the entire call transcript, then provide it to the person receiving the phone call. So in this case, that is a warm transfer. But you can see there are different transfer modes. For example, you could just do a blind transfer where the AI just forwards the phone call to that phone number without giving the recipient of that phone context on what was being discussed, which is not ideal. Then in the system message, summarize the call based on what was being communicated on the call, ensuring to include any vital details that need to be included. Then we pass in the transcript there in the user message. For this is what it will use to summarize. We will use the AI model that is already attached to the assistant to summarize the transcript. Okay, yeah, click save on that. Then you'll go to your assistants tab, click on tools, then you'll select the transfer call tool, then click on publish. Then for this to work, let's just finalize on the transfer call tool before we go to make.com. For this, you'll have to go to phone numbers over here. You will need to import your Twilio phone number, or rather just importing your phone number. It could be on Twilio, it could be Vonage, it could be your VAPI phone number, but in this case I'm working with Twilio. So for that, click on create phone number. In this case I'm working with Twilio, so import from Twilio. Then here I won't go into details in regard to getting your Twilio phone number etc. It's easy peasy. Just create a Twilio account. Once you log into your dashboard, it's immediately on the home page, literally. So you'll just copy your Twilio account SID, pass it in there, your auth token, give your phone number a label, add the phone number in place over here, then import from Twilio. I've already imported mine. Then what you want to do is scroll down here under inbound settings, select the AI assistant that will handle the call when this phone number is called. So in this case, it's the AI dental receptionist that we have created. And that's all you need to do. If you call this phone number and talk with the AI and tell it that it's an emergency, it will forward the phone call to that specific phone number we had defined. That's simple. Let's go back to make.com. So here in regard to checking calendar availability, the data comes in from VAPI and the data is just the booking time. As you can see here in the message, if I expand on tool calls, I honestly feel like VAPI should minimize all this. Like, you have to go through a long tree to reach the actual information that you need. It's actually not ideal because Retail AI, which is a competitor of VAPI, makes it so easy to access this information. But we work with what we got. So we move on here. Once you get the booking time, we want to save it to a variable called time over here, so we can access it in the next module. This is an AI module that just extracts the date and time in ISO format. In this case, we are working with GPT-4o. And mind you, I'll just show you there's not so many things you need to alter over here. All you need to alter is your time zone and your cal.com API key and the event type ID. Everything else you don't need to change, honestly. So on your side, ensure to connect to your OpenAI account. For that, you'll just click on add a new connection to add your API key and your organization ID to connect to your OpenAI account. For this, you will need some credits. So you'll go to platform.openai.com. You can buy some credits, get your API key and your organization ID. It's simple stuff. You'll just go to platform.openai.com, go to your settings, then you'll see your organization ID there. Then go to API keys, get your API key, come paste it in here. Then you're good to go. In this case, you don't really need to change anything here. This is just going to extract the actual date and time in UTC time zone ISO format. Okay, so on your side, you'll come here and define that your time zone is actually, in this case, mine is Africa Nairobi. But on your side, let's say if you're living in Australia, you'll just be like Australia/Melbourne. Or if it's Los Angeles, you'll be like America/Los Angeles. And in this case, you can see I provide the offset. So for example, Nairobi is 3 hours ahead of UTC. On your side, you'll just define that in place. Then we move on. The next module here gets the date and time that the AI has extracted and saves it to a variable called input that we can use later on. Later on is just this next module, which just gets the beginning of the day. So for that, you're able to see we're using this function for formatting date, and we just want to get the very beginning of the day, which is at midnight. That's why you're seeing 000. Okay, then we move on. Then here we'll be making an API call to cal.com to get back events that have been booked in for that specific day. So on your side, you'll just need your API key here. If I scroll down here, the event type ID. So go ahead and search cal.com. If you don't have an account, create a cal.com account. It's similar to Calendly and the principal stand. So if you're using Calendly, principal stand, but in this case we are working with cal.com. Go ahead and register if you don't have an account and sign in. I'm already signed in, so I'll go to my apps. You're able to see the event types that you have. So in this case, the meeting I'm booking into, or rather the event I'm booking into, is this 30-minute meeting. So I'll click on that. Once you click on that, you're able to see here on the URL the event type ID. You'll copy that, and is what you'll come and paste in over here. Then you'll need your cal.com API key. For that, you'll go back here, click on back over here. Then I'll scroll down till I see settings. So I know my face is hiding it, but on the complete bottom left of this, you'll see settings. Just click on that. Then you'll scroll down, you'll see API keys. Same case, bottom left, my face is hiding it, but you'll see API keys. Then you'll click add. Give your API key a name, something like tester. Doesn't really matter. Set it to never expire, then click on save. Click copy on that. Then is what you'll come and paste in over here under API key. That's it. So this module will return. If I see here in the output, you're able to see in the data, you're able to see some slots. We want to access the slots under this specific day. So these are all the 30-minute time slots that are available. And if I expand on that, you're able to see all those details. So this is at 9, another one is at 9:30, another one is at 10, etc. So all the time slots that are available there. So then in this first, this module over here, we will get those time slots and save it to a variable. And now we will save the actual time slots to this variable called time slots. Then we move on. Here we'll iterate through all those time slots, and for each of those time slots, we will format the date into Africa Nairobi time zone in the exact format that we need it in. Now we need to check for those time slots that are already booked in so that we don't give this as suggestions to the user. So we'll do another API call to cal.com. On your side, you'll just come and change the things over here. So for example, yours could be America, Los Angeles. Mine I've put Africa Nairobi. Then my ID is that, but on your side you'll just change it to your email. Scroll down here, you paste in your API key there accordingly. Then yeah, that's it. You don't need to change anything else there. Then now here we iterate through all the busy hours that we have gotten from this initial module, and for each of them we want to format them properly so that we can feed it into the AI. So the start is that and the end is that. Then we will feed all those time slots that are busy into this AI module for it to come up with alternative time slots if that specific time slot is not available. But if it's available, it will just say the time slot is available. So you're able to read through the entire prompt. It's long actually, and you don't really need to change anything over here. We're working with the model is GPT-4o, which works well. Then its response will send it back to the AI. If there is any new line, we will need to replace it with an empty string over here. Just that. Then let's go to the dental booking appointment functionality. So here, once the data comes in, if I open up this, honestly, Vapi, just make it easy for us to access this information, honestly. Under arguments, you're able to see all those information: John Smith, their email, their booking time, the booking type, the date of birth, the reason for their visit, the insurance provider, etc. So the first module over here just saves the current time into a variable called current time so that we can access that when extracting the date and time in the next module. We're defining it and saying that the time zone is Africa, Nairobi. So that's very critical. Then in the next module, it's kind of like the same we were having over here in this check calendar availability. You're able to see it's the same thing we're happening over here, extracting the date and time. So the only thing is just go through it. Wherever you're seeing the time zone isn't yours, just change it to your actual time zone. So for example here, change it to your actual time zone and the actual offset in terms of hours ahead of UTC or before UTC. That's very critical. Then there's nothing else you need to change there. Let's move on. Then we want to set some variables in place. That is the name, the email, and yeah, just that. That is the name and the email address. We pass it in there accordingly. Then here we'll have a router based on the type of action you want to do. Whether it's a new booking, whether it's canceling an existing appointment or rescheduling from an existing appointment. So you're able to see all those routes there. But in this case, we are working with when it's a new booking that's being made. So when I click on this filter, you're able to see the filter is if the booking type is new booking is when we'll pass through this specific path. Then what we'll do, if I zoom in over here, first of all, we obtain the name, the email, the date and time that we get from the AI. Then we proceed to book them into an appointment over on carl.com, pass in your API key, and yeah, come here, just changing your time zone accordingly. Yeah, that's it. Once you book that, whether it was successful or not, we will do something. So if it was unsuccessful, we'll just send back a response saying the booking process has failed due to some technical reasons, or the time chosen is not available. Please run the check calendar availability, or rather, please run the check availability function for this new booking time to get access to available booking times. And this is like we're reprompting the AI to go ahead and check if this time slot is actually available. It's very critical. So it will automatically just run the check calendar availability tool. This statement is very critical. Then if it's successful, in terms of booking the appointment, we will need to save the appointment details to our Google Sheets. Go ahead and connect to your Google Sheets account, or rather your Google account. It's easy peasy. If you need help, just click on online help over here. Then here we pass in the details, the name, email, the date of birth, the insurance provider, the issue they're experiencing, or rather the reason for their visit, and the appointment time accordingly. Once we do that, we send back a response over to VAPI telling it the appointment has been successfully booked. Yeah, that's it. That's the system we've built. A very powerful system to ensure 24/7 availability to book appointments, to take in business. Just a true game changer for any business out there. So if you would want to work with our team to build such powerful AI systems, go ahead and click the link in the description, visit our website and book in a meeting with us. And that's it from me. Till next time, stay savvy. Peace.